Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news for the week October 24th to October 30th, 2008. In movie news, IESB.net caught up with Brandon Routh to talk to him about his upcoming movies. They also asked him about his involvement in the next Superman movie, or what he thinks of all the talk of a darker film. It seems whatever they decide to do, that Brandon is still in favour over at Warner Brothers. As for his thoughts on who the villain should be, Brandon mentioned Brainiac, saying, "I think it would certainly be interesting. I think there are a lot of things you could do with Brainiac. He's been given a lot of power and a lot of different abilities over the years in the comics, as far as I understand. I honestly think there are a lot of interesting things you could do with Brainiac. Controlling people, controlling technology, a lot of cool things." Soundtrack.net published an article about John Ottman reteaming with director Bryan Singer to score and edit his new film Valkyrie. The article also claims that Ottman will be returning to the next Superman film with Singer. The Superman homepage contacted the writer of this news article to find out the source of their information, but we received no reply. Richard Donner and his wife Lauren Schuler Donner both received their own stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this past week. The star ceremony was held at the Egyptian Theatre on October 16th in Hollywood, California. EmpireOnline.com posted an article in which writer Mark Miller gives further details on his idea for an 8-hour 3-film Superman epic. Miller says, "I want to start on Krypton 1,000 years ago and end with Superman alone on planet Earth, the last being left on the planet as the yellow sun turns red and starts to supernova and he loses his powers." The Dark Knight director Christopher Nolan told the LA Times that there's no room for other superheroes in his Batman movie reality, quashing any suggestions of a possible link between his Batman and other upcoming DC superhero movies. He said, "I don't think our Batman, our Gotham, lends itself to that kind of cross-fertilization." Peter McDermott updated the Smallville episode guide with his summary of the most recent Season 8 episode, Prey, while Neal Bailey and Douglas Trumbull both wrote their reviews for this same episode, with Doug rating this episode a 5 out of 5, while Neal totally agreed, giving it a 4.5 out of 5. The 7th episode of Smallville Season 8 aired in the US on Thursday, October 30th. Titled Identity, this episode saw Clark fearing his identity may be revealed after Jimmy snaps a photo of him saving Lois from a mugger. Clark asks Chloe for help to prevent the picture from running on the front page, but to no avail. Look for our episode summary and reviews in the next few days. TV Guide's Matt Midovich spoke with Cassidy Freeman about her role as Tess Mercer, and asked her, amongst other things, if she'd like to see Lex Luthor return. She said, "Absolutely. You can't believe the wonderful stories I've heard about him." LA Times photographer David Strick was given exclusive access during the making of this week's Identity episode of Smallville to shoot behind-the-scenes photos of the filming. You can check out all 22 photos in David Strick's Hollywood Backlot collection. Issue number 29 of Smallville magazine is now available in stores. The 100-page new season special features interviews with the show's cast and crew. Our own Neal Bailey has also written a Beyond Smallville article in this issue of Smallville magazine, which explores Superman's relationship with the Legion of Superheroes. Batman Brave and the Bold is a new animated series premiering on Cartoon Network on November 14th. The series will see different DC Comics superheroes teaming up with Batman in each episode. However, Michael Jelenic, editor-producer of the series, revealed that Superman will not be a part of the show's first season, saying, "We're not ruling out that it will never happen. He's definitely somebody we want to save." Writers Michael Green and Mike Johnson spoke with Newsarama.com about the story beginning in this week's Superman Batman number 53, which sees Superman and Batman switching powers. Mike Johnson said, "Imagine if you suddenly had Superman's powers. No time to adjust, no Ma and Pa Kent to raise you, no room for trial and error. That's what Batman has to deal with." Superman comics we reviewed this week included Superman New Krypton Special number 1, which was reviewed by Neal Bailey, who said, "I love the idea of this dilemma of a bunch of Kryptonians unleashed on society and the consequences," and he rated it a 4 out of 5. Neal also reviewed Tangent Superman's Reign number 8, saying, "This story, which has already been entertaining and fun, just stepped up a notch," rating this issue a 5 out of 5. Final Crisis number 4 was reviewed by Barry Fryman, who rated it a 3 out of 5, saying, "Like the previous 2 issues, the book requires at least 2 reads to really take in the big picture of the world Grant Morrison is trying to create." Trinity number 21 was reviewed by our own trinity of reviewers, Neal, Jeffrey and Barry, with Neal and Barry giving it a 3 out of 5, while Jeffrey rated it a 2 out of 5. Adam DeChannel was a little late with his review of last week's Super Friends number 8, which he rated a 2 out of 5, saying, "A fun story, even if the actual fears were way off base, they did serve the story in a way." Tom L. took a look back to January 1986 and reviewed World's Finest number 323, which was the last issue of this comic book series, with Tom giving it a 2 out of 5. Superman comics shipping this week from October 29th include DC Universe Decisions number 4, Justice League of America number 26, Reign in Hell number 4, Superman 681, which has an alternate cover available, Superman Batman number 53, Superman and Batman vs. Vampires and Werewolves number 2, Trinity number 22, Justice Society of America The Next Age trade paperback, Superman Batman Search for Kryptonite hardcover, and JLA Trophy Room Superman Cape and Belt replica. Episode 46 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, hosted by myself and Neal Bailey, is now available to download. Neal and I discuss the death of Jonathan Kent, New Krypton, Smallville Season 8, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, Superman movie rumours, and more. Be sure to also check out Last Son of Krypton Chapter 46 and Lost Daughter of Krypton Chapter 18 audio dramas. David's Cookies announced several Disney, Nickelodeon and DC Comics cookie products in their new Gift for Kids section of their website. Items include cookie and brownie bucket designs for Superman and other characters. You can purchase the Superman bucket at davidscookies.com. Wes Yanagi, the senior producer for DC Universe Online, spoke with comicbookresources.com about the development of the MMO and what fans can expect. No release date has yet been announced for this 2009 game. Speaking of video games, Midway recently released a new video showcasing the super moves and pro moves in Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. Senior designers John Edwards and Paulo Garcia take you through some of the pro moves and super moves from the game, explaining the details behind many of the characters' unique moves. Midway also released an all-new video highlighting the Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe storyline, providing a glimpse into the cataclysmic events that caused these two worlds to collide. Worlds collide on November 16th in North America and November 21st in Europe, when Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe hits stores for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. CollegeHumor.com posted a new animated video titled The Dark Knight Meets Superman, which is described as Batman faces his toughest adversary yet, real superpowers. It's a real laugh, well worth watching. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing story arcs from the 1940s Superman radio series. This week he reviews the Drought in Freeville story, which sees Lois go off to investigate an unnatural drought in the town of Freeville. And that's all the Superman related news there was for the week October 24th to October 30th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Hello! Welcome to the first moving Bailey planet. Why is it a moving Bailey planet? Because I'm moving! Look! See, my office is all messed up. What does this have to do with Superman? Well, if you like the Bailey planet, and if you've enjoyed these videos, and many of the Smallville videos, this is the last time you're going to see this familiar scene. There's the water cooler that tried to kill me. The guitar, you know. It's pretty familiar for some folks. So anyway, I just wanted to bid a farewell. This has been a very, very good place to work, and it deserves its own video, I think. Bailey Planet is sponsored by Gibbo.